My name is Janine Knight. I am the Virtual Content Specialist for grades K through 2 students with disabilities in science. This presentation is about designing a digital student support journal that provides struggling students with options for comprehension of science content. This journal supports kindergarten students in Unit 3, Day 32, Science in Action. Who are some people who work in this type of science, and what do they do is the focus question. This journal supports comprehension of content from the section titled Science in Action, Meeting a Weather Scientist. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slides with information and discussion questions. So I created a support journal called Our Weather. Here's where your forecast begins. I would like to show you how I use instructional technology products to promote student learning and independence, like this audio clip that you will see on every slide, so that the students, especially being in kindergarten, have the opportunity to hear the words being read to them if they are not able to read the word. Before I move on to what else this slide provides, I'm going to go to edit mode to show you that this symbol, it comes from a Google Chrome extension called Mote, M-O-T-E. In order to access extensions, you click on the 3 dots in the corner of your Chrome browser, go to Settings, you go to click extensions in the bottom left, and you search Mote, M-O-T-E, and Mote voice notes and feedback will come right up. I already have it, but you would install it and then add it to your Chrome browser here, and you'll see this symbol pop up. This extension automatically activates in Google Slides, so you will see it in your Chrome browser and in your Slides toolbar. To record your Mote, you just click to start, hurricane, and click to stop. You just click insert, and it shows up right on your slide. Another thing you'll notice is that I have underlined the syllables in hurricane. How do I add animations? You choose the object you want to animate, you click insert again, animation, you will get the motion menu. On the motion menu, you will click Add Animation, and then you will have the option to choose what way you would like this to animate. So it's 3 syllables, and you'll notice fly in from left, it highlights the first object, fly in from left, second object, fly in from left, the third object. And I will show you how that works. Hurricane, hurricane, hurricane. That's how you set up a slide like this to clarify any confusion and support decoding of text, so the words don't get in the way of comprehension. So we will continue discussing providing multiple means of representation and focus a little bit on comprehension. We provide options for comprehension because the purpose of education is not to make information accessible, but rather to teach learners how to transform accessible information into usable knowledge. Proper design and presentation of information can provide the scaffolds necessary to ensure that all learners have access to knowledge, according again to CAS.org UDL guidelines. So you will notice then the next few slides highlights critical features, big ideas, and accentuates important information and how it relates to the learning goal. The other checkpoints are touched on. On this slide, I included an audio clip for the text that is on this page and this story. And I also included another audio clip about the discussion question, so the students have the opportunity to know what they need to focus on when they're speaking. Who are some people who work in this type of science and what do they do? That's the focus question for the lesson. I added that in to highlight that question so that the students are aware of what they need to know by the end of this lesson. I took images right from the teacher's slide presentation and I added captions using Mote. People who study weather use computers to track weather patterns and report them to people in the communities they live in, making it easier for the students to understand the images that they're seeing. These are two important images just to highlight the important information from those 7 slides. And again, we have meteorologist, me, T, or, al, lo, just, meteorologist. This highlights the meaning of the word meteorologist, knowing now that it means the people who study this type of science. This slide highlights 4 facts about meteorologists taken right from the original 7 slides. These are just sentences that are pulled out, so they have small chunks of information to focus on. 1, 2, 3, and 4 directs their attention, and they can click to hear, or if they can read, they have words that are in italics to know what meteorologists do. They get information, they measure, they predict, they warn. I also included a video of a kid. This is a kid who wants to be a meteorologist, and it's only...
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Walpole, Massachusetts, and I love the weather. Whether it's raining and windy, whoa, or snowing and blowing, I've always really enjoyed storms, lightning, hurricanes, and blizzards. When I was little, my parents used to encourage me to look at the clouds and see if I could find any animal shapes. Then one of my science teachers was giving us a lecture on the weather, and I realized that someday I'd like to become a meteorologist.
So she wants to be a meteorologist. They will be asked if they want to be a meteorologist, and they will also be asked, the students will also be asked to recall 4 things that meteorologists do. And that's how I created a student journal to support. Thank you so much for listening.